Hello everyone and welcome back to Desktop Dungeons. We're on our third and final run to complete the Beginner Brigade quest, and we have the Priest left. Happily, on the last dungeon run we encountered the Haflings, and so we're going to upgrade this. And that's because when you play as a Priest, one of the most straightforward ways of playing the Priest is to play as a Hafling, and that's because of the good drink trait. Health potions are 100% effective, so obviously more health potions lets you leverage that trait very nicely. You also get good health, an extra 3 health per level, so that makes your 100% effective health potions even nicer. And good golly, physical damage against undead is 100%. This basically helps us pick our targets. Zombies are going to be much easier than they are for other characters, and generally easier than other monsters, although they still have pretty high health, so it's not like they're completely thoughtless monsters. We'll encounter other undead monsters later on. Anyway, was there anything else? Oh right, just before we start, if you're wondering, there might be like some discrepancy in the goal and all that. I had done this part before I'd recorded a video, and looking over it, I thought that's just really not good enough. So I went ahead and deleted it, and I went to get my backup save, because I always have a backup before I do a video of these, in case something goes wrong during the video and I want to get back to where I was before I started it. And I seemed to have made a mistake while doing the backup, so I had the wrong kingdom progression, and basically I had to go from an earlier backup and get all the way back here. So, like, I think the only thing that might be different is, like, I don't have exactly the same amount of gold I would have had, but it's almost the same if it's not. Otherwise, you know, exactly the same setup, in case some of you like to look at details and notice something that's not syncing up. Anyway, so I think with all that, we're ready to go back into Den of Danger. Get a nice 1,000 gold for that. Hafling Priest. Ignore the preparations again. So yeah, Halflings convert for health potions. I forget if I said that. That means that they're going to end up with slightly lower health than most. Oh right, before I forget, I know some people have asked me to add in to record the mouse cursor, but my current recording software doesn't let me do that. And I could change it, but I've actually been requested to keep using this software, because apparently it shows the game's colors much nicer than Fraps does. So I'm going to put in the box cursor here, so that should help you see a lot better what I'm highlighting. Let me know what you think of this compromise. We're just going to get started, pick up these glyphs, and yeah, by the way, and as well, so I'm going to start casting that. By the way, thanks a lot to everyone who comments. That always makes me very happy, and even if I don't answer everyone, I read every comment, and I really enjoy getting comments on my work. It's great. Okay, so as you can see, we get a very nice boost to our damage here. This level 2 zombie, which would normally be a lot tougher to take on as a level 1 character, only takes 2 hits, and thanks to the resistances from Indiswell, I don't even have to regen fight or use my fireball or anything like that. Recast biceps, always remember to do that. Cast Indiswell as I explore. Yeah, that won't happen. So no, I don't. That probably means no wanna fight this time. Wanna fight almost always spawns fairly close to your starting position, because it's one of those glyphs that's really useful early on, but much less useful at later levels. So to balance things out, I think that's the only glyph that will only ever spawn somewhere near your starting location. Okay, let's go around this guy. I mean, we could always stumble on it later, but I think that's unlikely. Oh, and another level 2 zombie. We might as well take him on, because we have two level 3 meatmen we can start fighting after this. In fact, could always just chuck a fireball at him. That won't make a huge difference, but, you know, better than nothing. Biceps. Oh, and that's good enough, I guess. Recast biceps, heal up. So with, with my priest health plus the health boosters I found, I'm already at 30 health at level 2, which is nice. Normally your base health is 20 at level 2. It's kind of like being a dwarf with 3 conversions, basically. So you can actually go dwarf and add on top of that and end up with absolutely ridiculous health, but then you won't have as many health potions. So unless you have ways around that for more healing, then Hafling is just more straightforward. Could I take this guy on, actually? Probably not. Probably not. Even if I stack burning, eh? Still haven't found any items. Oh, speaking of which, Troll Heart. Well, I'm level 3. Yeah, a good idea when you find a Troll Heart in a shop and you're not sure if you want it because, it's still fairly expensive, is to wait until you're about to level and then decide. So I'm going to stack a bit more burning. I'm really not sure if this is actually going to end up in me killing this level 5 Warlock, but we'll see. Otherwise, I'll just focus on these level 4 Meatmen, which will be enough. Explode 1. Oh, close. Okay, so with a bit of extra burning, I'll be able to kill him. Might not have been worth all this exploration, but since we're still really early on, we're still waiting to find other stuff. So I'm not worried about this at all. Okay, Explorer 1. I need one. Surely, okay, there we go. Need to be careful about leaving more individual spaces accessible. And kill him. So yeah, there isn't that much variety in in my strategy in these videos because we don't have nearly as much stuff unlocked as I would in an endgame kingdom, but if there's anything you can take out of it, it's that... Yeah, I don't think so. It's that stacking burning is really nice to get started in damage. Actually, could I maybe take this guy on? If I fireball him, he's regens like a level 4, so it's 4 times 16, which is 66, whereas I'm 3 times 22, which is also... Okay, I can actually take him on. It'll take a bit of time, but again, I want to keep exploring. Maybe I'll find a shop with a better item, so I won't buy the Troll Heart. Oh, and obviously this is partly thanks to biceps, but with the fireball damage, I think we'll be fine. If not, we'll switch targets. But let's just grab. Well, I guess that'll be 2 more. Find sword. Okay, there we go. Because I'll get to this in a second as soon as I'm done fighting this guy. Okay, and level up. So no Troll Heart this time. Basically, being a halfling means that since you convert for health potions, your basic stats like mana, health, and attack are going to be lower on average than if you're playing as a human, an elf, or a dwarf, obviously. So you make up for that by having more potions, which means that I personally think, and I know I'm not the only one, that this means you can allow yourself to be more liberal in how you use your potions. And this is especially nice as a priest, obviously, since that means full health. Since you can, it's a lot easier to leverage health potions to level up when they completely fill up your health. Yeah, and I don't think I'll be... Oh, I can totally get this guy, though. Yeah, oh, I wasn't paying enough attention. Always be aware of who your undead targets are when you're a priest. So, fairly uneventful until now. I haven't really felt the need to use my potions on any particularly strong foes. But, like, the next level will be level 5. If we run into a level 9 zombie, then that will be an excellent occasion to use up 1 health potion. I'll cast End Soul a couple more times. we found Lord Gob, which I totally neglected to mention. Cast Get In There and Biceps, because I always forget to keep doing that. Alright, and we're totally ready to get this guy. Get in there, and I'll get started on fireballing. Will I have enough health to... Yeah, I'll have enough health to tank this guy, so I'm going to focus my extra fireball on him, because I'm hoping to fight him next level. Obviously, you get 10 health per level, plus your extra bonuses, so since I'm at 60, it won't be any problems. And the reason I choose him over the Goblin is that the Goblin has first strike, so I won't be able to use Get In There to fight him. So I think I have better chances with this guy. They both do fairly high damage, so it's not like I'm going to get an extra hit on the Goblin over this guy, for instance. Okay, and if I cast Biceps, there we go, just enough. Awesome. And I didn't quite level up, which means that if we find a level 9 that I can't quite fight, then I can use a level up cannon, as some call it. Pendant of Health, that extra 10 health at this point, especially with those bonuses, isn't going to make a huge difference, so, you know, actually it wouldn't even let me tank a single hit from this guy. So instead, cast Get In There again, keep forgetting. Can kill this guy, but I could go for higher level. How about this guy, actually? Do I have any chances? Okay, an extra mana, that's nice, that's 2 fireballs. Yeah, I won't be able to kill him. If I had Wait What, I might. No, not even. Never mind, there's no point in pondering this too much. I can kill this guy or this guy. Well, this guy is not going to require me to regen fight him, and I'm starting to run fairly low on black space. So let's just go ahead and do that. Get in there. Biceps for the hell of it, although it doesn't change anything. Get in there again before I forget. Biceps again before I forget. Where will I find 2 spaces? Okay, so this is one thing to remember about having high health. I think I mentioned this while playing as a dwarf, but it costs a fair bit of exploration space to recover. So, especially if you're like me and you're not being especially efficient in how you regenerate. I don't think I already have precast Biceps. If I find my final actually, scratch that. That would be if I were a wizard. No, I won't. I've been playing wizards a lot lately on my own, so my mana costs estimations have been slow. Okay, sorry. This is getting a bit sloppy. Let me focus a little bit. I'll start by taking on this guy. Oh, free dodge. That's nice. Get in there. Oh, there we go. When we have that sub dungeon here, that's nice. Ooh, nice. This is the graveyard sub-dungeon. This zombie is holding a pair of elven boots. I think we saw this in my first video, actually. What do I want to convert? What do I want to convert? I should have precast that Get In There before killing that zombie for more dodge chance. Just realized that. You know, I totally could actually follow up on the advice I was giving earlier and use health potions. I'm so used to refusing to let myself use health potions that I have a tendency to forget to actually use them when I'm playing a halfling. So what do I want to get rid of to make room for those? Because I definitely want to make room for it. I would get rid of Endiswell, except that there's obviously going to be stuff down this hallway, and I want to keep Endiswell on to make sure that I have access to it, and especially because it's a lot of black space, basically. Could get rid of Get In There, but that dodge chance is nice, and I'm going to want to level up off of it. Biceps is going to be nice against Gob because it'll erode his resistances. I'll get rid of Get In There once I'm ready to fight the boss, basically, and then because he has first strike anyway, and then I'll pick up those boots. That plus 3 mana would be very nice, but I don't really need it right now. Let's just grab an extra point of mana. Oh, you know, instead of using a health potion, I could just use 1 mana potion and kill him. Which doesn't make a huge difference. It's not like I'm going to need my my mana potions more than my health potions. In fact, the health potions are probably going to be strictly more useful fighting a boss. So I'll go ahead and do that instead. Normally, if I'm playing a non-gnome or halfling race, I choose to only use potions for non-boss battles if the enemy is 4 levels or higher, because then the bonus experience becomes pretty ridiculous. Alright, let's look at this level 8 goblin. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about here. I mean, I could just kill him. He's popcorn, but I like to try and save them when I can. Let me see. Would have been nice, but I'm really not too worried. I don't think we'll need it. Let's open up a bit more exploration up here. Pendant of Mana, that would be really nice with those elven boots actually, but we don't really need it. Open up more stuff here. Level 4 zombie. You know what? I'm level 7 already. The popcorn doesn't really matter. Oh, level 8 meat man. I should probably just take him on. Oh, dodge. Ah, close. Oh well. Den of Danger's layout has a tendency to make these nice long corridors that really annoy you. Oh, level 9 zombie that I would love to kill, except that he'll level me up, which I normally at this point try to avoid, because level 7 is around the time you try to start looking at your boss, but we only have 1 boss. I'm not too bothered about this. In fact, I have get in there already cast, so I might as well just chuck a first fireball at the guy, kill him to level up, and get started for real. I'm not really going to worry. See, that's where I should have taken my. Okay, well, I'm going to convert this. Should have grabbed these elven boots earlier to get the full mana, but it'll be fine. Bit of a mistake, and we're going to start quaffing potions. Biceps, full heal. Look at that. Biceps, full. Oops. Full heal, dodge, full heal, and close. Well, might as well just use a mana potion and fireball him for the death. Alright, so that was your fairly standard Hafling Priest. Nothing much to say about this run in particular. It wasn't all that interesting, sorry about that. The previous one was interesting because I got to kill a level 9 zombie at level 5, but then the video itself was so bad I just couldn't be happy with publishing that. So you're getting this one instead, which I don't know. I'll have a look at it. Maybe I'll make another one still. I'm a bit difficult about whether or not I'm happy with these videos. One last quick tip: when you're playing as a halfling or a gnome, before you leave, actually let's kill all the enemies here for the sake of it. It'll give us. You can explore everything, find a bit of extra gold. Maybe there's a bit of loot that we haven't found. Okay, yeah, but yeah, when you're playing as a halfling or a gnome, let's kill this guy here. Okay, everyone else is so easy, that the extra leftover mana. You want to convert all the glyphs you have before you leave the dungeon, and the reason for that is that you'll get potions for them, and you sell those when you leave. Like, every potion you don't use that's in your inventory, the game gives you kingdom gold for that. And glyphs you don't sell, so just convert all the glyphs. The items you also sell, and I'm pretty sure that they get better value than the potions. Did I leave anything down here? Nope. all those gravestones have some funny comments and trivia. Read them when you have the time. And I think that's it. See, I used a bunch of potions actually during the boss and once against that enemy, and I still have 7 health potions, which is 3 more than what I would normally have as a regular race without using any. So that's why you want to use a couple when you're a halfling while you're leveling up. Since you have slightly weaker stats, your power is in getting that extra boost that'll let you overcome really strong foes. So yeah, you cherry pick the right foes and you use those extra resources you have to power through them. And yeah, especially in dungeons like normal difficulty dungeons like this, you can usually kill a level 4 an enemy that's 4 levels higher than you. Okay, so that's it for the beginner brigade quest. Let's just okay, I got that little reward. That nice 1,000 gold. My bank is filled up, so that's one thing. This, I believe, is going to unlock... Okay, we get the next quest in danger, and this, which is kill everything in Venture Cave that's level 8. That's level 8 or higher, the Unstoppable badge. And this is going to allow us to upgrade our bank. And we want that because we're at 1,500, which is the cap. I'm going to use the money we have right now to upgrade for the gnomes. So that's good. Right. Okay, let's quickly address this. We have some puzzles here. I'm not going to do them on screen because there's already videos there, and it's not that interesting to watch someone play through the puzzles. But I will say, I will be doing this before the next video. Hello Gnomes and Hello Halflings. They unlocked 2 very, very useful items. We're going to start running into enemies that poison us and mana burn us. And those are items that fit in a small slot that convert for a very nice conversion point value. And they make you immune to poison and mana burn. So for some classes especially, that's really, really nice. So this is a low unlock playthrough, not a 0 unlock playthrough, and I think that having these in your shop pools, which some players might not have, because these puzzles are actually pretty hard, it makes a big difference. It makes some dungeons really manageable. It helps some classes a whole lot, like getting a wizard or a sorcerer immune to the mana burn is really, really nice. Sorcerer especially. So yeah, do these. They'll help, and I'll have them in my shop pool in the next video. And I'll probably post some links in the video description for answers to the puzzles here, because they are really tricky, but do try them yourself, because they're a great way of solving the little micro puzzles that pop up in a dungeon themselves. They're tricky, but when you figure them out, it can give you ideas for actually working out strategies in the middle of the dungeon. Plus, they're really satisfying to solve when you finally get it. So yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. I have unlocked the gnomes, have I? Yes. Okay. So next up, we have the church, the thief den, the mage tower, and the guild, which are going to give us access to our tier 2 classes. And we're going to start looking at the directional dungeons. Actually, I'm probably going to just quickly do this. Yeah, I'll do that next video. In fact, that might come up shortly. But we're also going to start thinking about which directions we're going to want to go. These dungeons all unlock the first series of gods, which is really exciting, and you have to beat them with both the first and second class of each main class building. So, you know, if you have a request for me to start with a specific one, then feel free to comment. Like I said, I always really enjoy reading comments. And yeah, otherwise, what I'm most likely going to do is do a first run in each dungeon with the basic class. That'll give us access to four gods, which is nice. And then I'll unlock the other class buildings as they come up. And we'll see from there. Okay, so that's long enough. That was the Beginner Brigade quest. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next video.